And I'm back. I've been meaning to make this vlog for a while, and what I've realized is that consistency is everything. And even while we're in production, even while the shows are running, I need to be vlogging. So when we do our show in March, I need everybody to be on my ass. While the show was running and I was thinking about what this vlog would be like, I kept thinking, I'm gonna allow myself to have one sad, kind of quasi-emo-like vlog. Because the truth of the matter, all those of you who have spoken to me since the show has been over know that at least from a financial perspective, I'm not a happy camper right now. So I thought I'd have this really like sad video. But you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Not because I know it's silly to be sad after you've done such a massive endeavor that you should be proud of, but also because genuinely I'm merry right now. I'm in a happy place. So even if I wanted to make a sad video, I don't think I can. A little refresher for those of you who don't know, Tableau D'Hôte Theatre is a theatre company based in Montreal, Quebec, which produces solely Canadian content. We do Canadian plays that have never been done in Montreal before, that have kind of gone all over the world, but for some reason skip Montreal, and we put them on. But all of November, to celebrate our 50th anniversary, we produced all 6 of George F. Walker's Suburban Motel plays. It's never been done that way before, where you do back to back to back to back to back, you produce 6 plays. It's massive. There were over 40 artists working on it and 48 performances in total. Then we added an extra week. The series as a whole received really great media attention. We got some stellar reviews and audience members seemed to love it. But the main issue was that nobody really came. The funny thing is, when Mike and I decided to do this project, we actually saw it, yes, as a huge risk and a huge undertaking, but also potentially something that could make us money. Since the project as a whole was costing us about 20% more than our usual projects, yet instead of having 14 performances, we had 48. Wow, we thought. And 48 performances, but different plays, but all tied together, actors who work around town a lot, people who are well known. We thought that we could easily fill 50% of the house. Easy as pie. Apparently not. And what killed me about it wasn't necessarily the fact that, yes, as a producer, as I'm sitting in the audience, sometimes I'm looking at the empty seats and I'm like, minus 20, minus 40, minus... It was watching the work of our creators who have created something that is beautiful and poignant and makes you ask questions, makes you laugh, hits you in this... It was watching their work and then looking out and seeing 10 people in the audience, 12, 8. It was knowing that cumulatively thousands of hours had been spent on creating these plays and that nobody came. Screw the money, I'll find the money. But when you have a closing night of a show like Problem Child, which received praise across the board, when the closing night of that show has 12 people in the audience, you know, there have been times throughout my artistic growth that I felt, okay, you know, I don't have anything to offer. What's the point of me creating? I don't have anything good to offer, right? But there was actually a moment, that closing night of Problem Child, and my mom was in the audience, and I think I almost made her cry because she saw how upset I was, where I felt, what's the point of creating? What's the point of creating if nobody's gonna listen? They say that in order to have success in English Montreal theatre, you need to do a wide variety of things. You need to have projects that are large of nature, that have a lot of people working on them, that have a lot of actors who are working around town and therefore are growing their own fan base. You need to have some solid visuals. You need to get good buzz leading up to it. And, you need to get good reviews. And when you get all that, when you take all of those factors and you put them together and you still see that nobody comes, you just start doubting. One of the reasons that we started this company is because we believe in Montreal. Montreal is the theatre training capital of Canada. A lot of people come here to study and then they leave. And so we thought, let's start a company, let's give people a reason to stay. And that's the one silver lining I'm gonna find from this right now. Because as much as we didn't have the houses we wanted, those who saw the shows seemed to enjoy them quite a bit. And I spoke to quite a few artists after the show who said, thank you for doing this, because now you've reminded me of some of the talent we have in this city. Some actors I hadn't seen in a while who I said, yeah, I want to work with them. Or you made me discover an actor I knew nothing about. And if our artists are able to get more work because of the work they did on Suburban Motel, then it was all worth it. And that's what I'm going to come down to. We're going to keep trudging along, and we're going to keep trying to figure out what exactly we need to do to get more bumps and seats. So that's that. I'm back. I've got a lot of things that I'm thankful for, a lot of things that are making me very happy at the moment. And I'd like to thank you for listening to my rant.